Rogers. He did a beautiful version. When I heard it, I thought, "Oh my God, I'm set." But it didn't work out to be a single. But this song's had a great life, and Karen put it on our list. I'm glad, and I don't sing it very often, but this is certainly way to. We'll just tempt the fireworks gods, and we'll see. Nothing like a slow waltz, but. I was in a band for a year that traveled around the country. A guy named Pat Green. He recorded several of my songs, and he wanted me to go out on the road with him and sing with him on stage. So I played guitar and sang in his band for a year, almost to the day. And driving on the bus, going through Ohio, one morning, it was before the sun came up, and I was watching the world go by through Ohio, a small town, fields, a neighborhood, then another small town, fields, and it was beautiful. My son at the time was about 3 or 4 months old, and I was missing him, and that year I was gone a lot more than I was home. And I started writing this poem in the dark, and took it home and put it in order, and I had this idea about how to finish it. I called my dear friend Davis Rains, who I consider one of the greatest living songwriters, and we wrote this, and like I said, it got cut pretty fast, and it's been recorded. So it's gonna be fun to do this here with Karen and Will. Someone somewhere tonight is taking their first steps, letting go of the hands that have held them, and trusting themselves. While someone somewhere tonight is hearing their last rites and hoping with all their might that there's something else. Well, babe, lie down here beside me, and let's lie real still, and tell me you love me, and you always will. Well, someone, somewhere tonight is tasting their first kiss, whispering softly this wish for this night to go on. While someone somewhere is holding on to a bottle, pouring one more and praying that God will get them through till the dawn. Well, babe, lie down here beside me, and let's lie real still, and tell me you love me, and you always will. Well, someone somewhere tonight is stuck in a prison. And they're breathing, but they're just barely living. Behind walls of their own. But someone somewhere tonight just found their own wings, found some beauty, found some strength, found some meaning in spite of it all. Well, babe, lie down here beside me, and let's lie real still, and tell me you love me, and you always will. You always will.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thanks, y'all, for playing and singing.
That's your song, right?
Yes.
Okay. That inspired by Kenny Rogers? Is that what you said?
No, it was recorded by Kenny.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I'm sorry?
That's what he said.
That's true. He's actually recorded 2 of my songs. The other song is the worst song I ever had anything to do with. It's in a terrible movie, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh, tell it.
No,
Tell the story.
no.
Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that.
All right, we'll come back to that.
You know Walmart? Anybody ever go to Walmart? You ever walk by those huge bins where they're selling DVDs for $1 or $2? Mm-hmm. That movie is down in the bottom of that bucket of shit,
There we go.
Wow.
and you will never see it.
Couple
Thank
mailbox
God.
checks there, right?
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I
Whatever
never
money I
did.
made was not worth it.
Mm-hmm. The complex lives of musicians. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Starting tomorrow, I'll eat more leafy greens. I'll take more walks and leave my phone at home. I'll drink more water and cut down on caffeine. Starting tomorrow, I'll quit finishing the food the kids leave on their plates. I'll stop being so hard on myself. I'll eat less cheese and make more lemonade. I'll leave the whiskey bottle on the shelf. But tonight I'm eating apple pie with ice cream. We'll let the dishes wait another day. We'll stay up way too late watching old movies with my love, and we'll spend these sunshine hours making hay. Starting tomorrow, I'll drink more herbal tea. I'll read more books instead of watching screens. I'll get up early and stick to my routine. Starting tomorrow, I'll call my dad more often and I'll write. I'll take the yoga classes that I'm paying for. I'll bake more sweet potatoes instead of white. I'll worry less and dance a whole lot more. But tonight I'm eating pasta with Alfredo. We'll let the laundry wait another day. We'll stay up way too late drinking Cabernet with friends, and we'll spend these sunshine hours making hay. Starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. But tonight I'm baking cupcakes with my daughter. We'll let the schoolwork wait another day. We'll stay up way too late with the Waltons on the wall, and we'll spend these sunshine hours. We'll stop and smell the flowers, and we'll spend these sunshine hours making hay. Starting tomorrow. Thank you.
Caramel. All right. That's sweet.
What do you have to say to that, Walt Wilkins?
Well, let me see. All right, here's a song that's set in the early morning of the next day. It's on my new record. It's my favorite song on the record. It has a long history. I was, like everyone here, I bet, I was a huge fan of Walter Hyatt. And when I moved to Nashville, I got to know him, and we wrote some songs together. The last song we wrote together, we had a great time, and when we were done that day, we had a great conversation about a part of life. And I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm becoming like friends with Walter Hyatt. Wow. He was a man from another era. He was a Southern gentleman, and a funky priest, and a wise man, and he could play 1,000 songs. And his own songs were as good as anybody's. He was like Hoagie Carmichael or something.
Yeah.
But that day, so I said, when we were leaving that day, I said, well, I have 2 lines for the next time we get together. And I told him the 2 lines. He goes, yep, great. That sounds great. So, but we lost him just 3 or 4 weeks after that. And so those 2 lines stayed in my book forever, you know, and it was like staring at the sun when I'd see him. I couldn't look at it. But 20 years later, or 25 years later, I showed him to Owen Temple, who lives here in Austin, who I write songs with, and we wrote this song. It ended up being about friends, and Christmas whiskey is almost gone. We've talked all night, it's almost dawn. Got a long road ahead. We all go as we're led. While I'm covering ground, you keep these records spinning around. We've got history and wild tales. We are a long, winding trail, and it's deep and it's real. Who we are and what we feel. With all that we've been through, a part of me stays with you. Oh, so it goes. These moments like gold. Time, it bends and folds, and we move on, but we hold on to everything we've been through the rain and wind till we're together again. Now there's light up against the hill, and there's frost on the windowsill. Soon I'll be through the air and gone, just like a song. Here's to you and me and this mystery. Oh, so it goes. These moments like gold. Time, it bends and folds, and we move on, but we hold on to everything we've been through the rain and wind till we're together again. Thank you, Will. Thank you, man.
Beautiful. Lovely.
Do you think the fireworks people, maybe they're like, oh, y'all, they're playing sweet music over there. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're like, we should stop.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 3, I could not tell a lie. Everyone I knew was still alive. My best friend Irene was a few houses down. All the people I loved lived in the same town. I couldn't tell time, it was time that told me when to wake up and how hungry to be. My dad was the handsomest man that I knew, and my favorite art was the pictures I drew. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3. The water was never too cold at the beach. Nothing I wanted seemed out of my reach. I was at home, in or out of my clothes, and a dandelion flower was as pretty as a rose. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3, they say newborn babies know how to swim. New-made lovers glow where they begin. But it's the learning of fears, it's the weight of the years that makes us forget who we've been. Sister and I had not grown apart. No sweetheart had ever broken my heart. I had no regrets, no emotional scars, and no secret reasons for wishing on stars. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. That was worth getting up today. Look at that. Beautiful song. All right. I'm going to do this song about the passage of time as well. It's what we talk about, us, right here. What we talk about more than anything these days. In large groups and small groups. Someone you just met. I was at the Toyota dealership a couple of days ago, and it took this guy and I 30 seconds to hit on this subject. During the break, talking to 2 people about it. How fast Austin is growing.
Yeah.
My band, the Mr. Carols, played the Saxon Pub for 10 years, 356 shows. And I would always welcome people. My family, we moved here when I was 8. My dad's from West Texas. My mom was from San Antonio. My dad was in the Air Force. We moved 16 times in 20 years. I got the tail end. I got the good stuff. I got Hawaii and Arizona and Florida. I got the Sun Belt. And then when my dad had a chance to move back to Texas, he did. So we moved to Austin, 1969. And every week at the Saxon, when I say, hey, welcome, who's from out of town? There's always people there from out of town, and usually people from out of country. I say, welcome to my hometown. Every night at the Saxon, every Wednesday, the last 5 years. Someone comes up and says, you grew up here? I go, yeah, sure did. They go, man, this used to be a cool town, right? I go, yeah, it's still a cool town. It's got great food, prettiest girls in the world. River runs through it. The hill country's 15 minutes away. It's a great city, man. It's a great city. I've traveled. This is a great city. They're like, whatever. It used to be so cool. Really, when did you get here? 2015. Yeah, man. You got here for the last cool part. People are funny, like the Austin Otis something. Like we were supposed to be the last people in. Ain't none of us came from here. We all love to bitch about it. It makes me think then that about 1850, the Comanches are up on that ridge west of downtown.
Right.
And they're on horses. They look down. They go, man, this used to be such a cool place.
Yeah. That's good.
These fucking hipsters.
That's right.
What they've done to our town. They had a point. So this song's about a couple. And they're deciding to move. Everybody moves. Everybody came from somewhere else. You lose jobs. You lose a crop. You get in trouble. You change your name. That's so common, you know. In the West, and you get him. It's a great city. Okay, Threadgills, that hurt. This couple, they're just deciding, you know. Maybe they're in West Virginia. That's bullshit. They're from California. We can keep kicking at the ground, cursing this old town, dragging ass around, or we can move on. We can keep looking back down that road where the sweet corn used to grow. But when the winds of change blow, it's time to move on. And I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. But sometimes you got to let that river flow. Nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. We're ready or not, it's time to move on. We can keep talking about the good old days, Granddaddy's ways, till we're blue in the face. But we can move on. Looks like we're wasting time, so put your hand in mine. No telling what we'll find when we move on. Yeah, I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. But sometimes you've got to let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. Hey! Yeah, I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. Sometimes you've got to let that river flow. Nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now, we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. Hey, baby, what do you say? I'm good to go today. Why should we stay? It's time to move on. Put your hand in mine. No telling what we'll find when we move it on down the line. Baby, let's move on.
Yeah. Lovely. What we got? We got this down now, right?
So Will and I have been taking people out to the woods to hike on the trails and play music for them. And I wrote this song inspired by that experience. I wrote this song inspired by the beautiful Mary Morrissey Wright Park by our home. And any park, anywhere, with trees, anywhere. Nothing in between my eyes and the sky. Nothing in between my feet and the ground. As far as I can see, only blue, green, and brown. Nothing in between my ears and the birds, the wind in the trees, my own breath in my lungs. No shadow of buildings hides my face from the sun. I've seen the city lights along the concrete rivers. I've driven from sea to shining sea. But I'll always find my way back to where the trees are calling me. Back to the woods. Back to the woods. Hiking off the trail now, just following the sun. watching for the thorns from the greenbrier and mesquite, listening for the water rushing through the creek. I have seen the rings of Saturn through the man-made lens. I've driven with the sea across the sea. But I'll always find my way back to where the trees are calling me. Back to the woods. Back to the woods. Back to the woods. Back to the woods.
MJ, do we have that list? We're going to do a little quick raffle of
Oh, yeah.
give away the 3 CDs. Bring it up here. Walt, close your eyes. Okay, put your hand down. Right here. Okay. First winner is Phil. The fallow.
Phil?
Okay. Come to the table at the end of the show for your CDs.
Are you here, Phil?
And then, all right, pick one here. See, finger down. Okay. We have, is that Joanne? McD or McDell? Thank you guys for signing up on our email list. And we're going to do one more round and then call it a night with a sing-along. So, Walt, what you got for us?
Good. I just want to know if do you go by Joe McD? Because that'd be a cool name. Joe McD.
That's right.
No?
Okay.
I am one more pilgrim on this road low and high. Raccoons.
Yeah.
I am one more pilgrim on this road low and high. Through this land of miracles, I've been traveling all night. I'm tangled with the darkness. I swear at moments I was blind. Till the dawn came up around me, I could see the way unwind. I am the road behind me. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed. Harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. Watch it shine. They say there's iron in these mountains, and in bone and skin and mud. They say that iron only comes from stars. So stars are in my blood, red and blue and purple. The shadows grow and fade, spreading all directions from where it all was made. I am the road behind. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed, a harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine.
Yeah, nice. Thanks, Walt. Okay.
Sorry about what? What?
Percussion solo. The percussion solo.
I didn't hear it. Yeah, I've had a great time. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Will. Great to meet you. Great to see you again, Karen. Great to hear
First
your
show.
angelic voice. And man, and y'all were wonderful to play for from my seat over here, and I really had a great time tonight. Thank you.
Yay! And your Wednesdays at the Saxon, what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Hope to come down.
Be at the Saxon this Wednesday, and then I'm going to New Mexico and Colorado. I'm going to miss the next 2 weeks. And when I say I'm going to go to New Mexico and Colorado, I always feel like I should say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm going to go to that this summer. Are you going, Robert? Wow, awesome. So we'll hang out. This is good. That's right.
When I was apprenticed in Belfast, I went to see my dear. The candles they were burning, the moon shone bright and clear. I knocked upon his window to ease him of his pain. He rose to let me in, and then he barred the door again. Well, I like your good behavior, darling, thus I often say, and I cannot rest contented while you are far away. The winds, they are so cold that we cannot stay there out. arms, love, and blow the candles out. Now father and mother in yonder room do lie, hugging one another, so why not you and I, hugging one another without a fear or doubt. So roll me in your arms, love, and blow the candles out. Softly of what we are to do, lest our noise of talking makes us our pleasure rue. The streets, they are so nigh, love, the people walk about. They may look in and spy, love, so blow the candles out. And if we prove successful, I will name it after thee. I'll treat it neat, kiss it sweet, and aft it on my knee. When your years are over, your time it will be out. So roll me in your arms, my love, and blow the candles out. Wilt Taylor, Walt Wilkins.
Thank you, guys. We got one more,
Thank you so much.
and it's a sing-along.
Oh, yeah.
Learned this from Ray Benson in Asleep at the Wheel. All right, Walt, you on this one? Okay, here we go. Here we go again.
Down on the old bayou, raised on shrimp and catfish and Grammy's good gumbo. I got the rambling fever, said goodbye to Ma and Pa. I headed west to Texas, and this is what I saw. I saw miles and miles of Texas, all the stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas. I'm gonna live here till I die. Well, I headed out to Austin, the cradle of the West. Just ask any cowboy, he'll tell you it's the best. I met a Texas beauty, I got friendly with her pa. I looked into her big blue eyes, and this is what I saw. I I saw miles and miles of Texas. I saw stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas. I'm gonna live here till I die. I started riding Broncos. I'm at every rodeo until I met a tough one. His name was Devil Joe. I got a hold of his bridle just to ride that old outlaw. He threw me from the saddle and this is what I saw. I saw miles and miles of Texas, all the stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas. I'm gonna live here till I die. Everybody!
I saw miles and miles of Texas. Miles up in the
Stars up
sky.
in the sky.
I saw
Miles and miles of Texas.
Live here till I die.
Take it out.
Thank you so much.
Robert, thank you.
Thank you, Robert and Lisa. We love you so
Robert and
much.
Lisa. You want to say any final words? Come on in.
Final words.
Play all night is what I want. All right, let's like get the LSD out or something. I don't know. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you. One more? Can we squeeze one more out of you, Walt? Got-
I'm a little worried about my 10-year-old dog.
Oh,
I
man,
forgot all
okay.
about the.
Dude,
Yeah, 8-year-old dog.
Let's do one more. Yeah, what you got?
quick one. Thank you.
A quick one.
And get home to the.
Yeah. Sing it.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you so much. Walt Wilkins, Will Taylor.
Karen Mall. That was fun, y'all.
That was so much fun. Loved it.